Hi, my name is Daniel Burke. Today we will answer the question, what impact did the coronavirus pandemic have on the Dallas-Fort Worth real estate market? The April real estate numbers are in. We now have a record of everything that took place, and we can finally answer without a doubt what impact the coronavirus lockdowns had on the real estate market. This is not going to be a reading of all the numbers and statistics line by line. That's boring. There's a million videos like that out there. I'm not making that. In our blog post at the link below, we'll have all that data available. So if you're a numbers person, don't you worry about that. Let's see what some of the big players in real estate predicted ahead of time would happen in the real estate market as a result of the pandemic. Zillow predicted a 60% drop in home sales in the month of April. 60%. With the 60% drop, they believed also that home prices would fall, that people would lose a lot of value in their homes. As a result of that, they pulled their Zillow Offers program, which buys homes nationwide. Zillow also slashed their ad budget way down to almost nothing. Next, let's talk about Compass. Compass laid off 15% of their staff. Realogy, that's a big conglomerate. You might know them by some of the brands that they own. Century 21, Coldwell Banker, Corcoran, Better Homes and Gardens, Sotheby's. They cut hours and salaries across the board for their staff of over 10,000 people. Now Redfin is another company. They slashed 7% of their support staff and laid off 41% of their agents. 41% of their agents lost their jobs. Those are big numbers. That's a lot of layoffs. Those are a lot of people, a lot of families that are without a paycheck suddenly. That's a bad thing. So those are some of the big names in real estate making some drastic choices early on that cost a lot of people their jobs, and that's never a good thing. However, not everyone had such negative predictions. For instance, financial guru Dave Ramsey, he predicted no nationwide housing crash, and in fact, it would be limited just to markets that would not allow businesses to open and people to go to work. Perhaps the biggest name in real estate is Gary Keller, the CEO of Keller Williams. For the last few years, he's been preparing his company for some sort of a market shift and had actually invested hundreds of millions of dollars into tech for his agents to use, as well as several years worth of training that's gone on, preparing for market shift and how to do business when it's not a boom market, how to do business when things are tough. Gary Keller, the same guy who in 2009, in the middle of the housing crisis, wrote a book called Shift, How Top Real Estate Agents Tackle Tough Times. Since the pandemic has started, Gary Keller and Keller Williams have already been doing training for a shift and have simply been teaching their agents how to cut expenses to do business and to adhere to the CDC guidelines. Now, many of you who know me know that we have a real estate business. We are the Burke team through the brokerage Keller Williams, and we do business here in the DFW market. Okay, so April numbers, how did we do? I can tell you right now, we did not hit a 60% drop in real estate across the board in the United States. The average for the entire country, all 50 states, every city, doesn't hit 60%. In fact, it's closer to 44%. That includes places like New York City, where real estate's deemed not essential and nobody's allowed to do anything. So let's look at these numbers. I'll start with Collin County. Median home prices, $349,500. That is up 3.1% from April 2019. Home values have gone up across the board in Collin County. This is Frisco, Texas. This is Plano, Texas. McKinney, Prosper. Dallas County, home values up 4.5% from April of last year. Denton County, up 0.5%. That is the smallest gain. Tarrant County, Fort Worth, up 6.5%. Look at you, Fort Worth. Rockwall County, all you lucky people who live on the lake, up 0.8%. Folks, those are just 5 counties. So across the board in Dallas-Fort Worth, home values are reflecting a gain in value from this time last year. This is with all the numbers in. This is not a prediction. So those home value gains are set in stone. That is, those are April numbers that are now locked in, having a net gain in median home prices from last year. This is during the coronavirus pandemic. Closings are down across the board, and that's interesting because with all the lockdowns, you'd think in some places, especially Dallas County, there may have been no transactions. For a while, everything was shut down. But let's look at the numbers. There were 1,246 closings in the month of April for Collin County. Now that's down 18.6% from last year. With all the lockdowns and with all the fears of the pandemic, that's pretty good. In the month of April, there were 3,795 active listings in Collin County. Now that's down 23.9%. Nobody's surprised. And here's the thing, as things are opening up, there are a lot of people who've been waiting to sell their homes. As they get more comfortable to do so, whether it's now in May or whether it's in June, July, I expect more to happen, not less. So Dallas County, which had what I think were the strongest shelter-in-place orders in DFW, their closings were down 27.2%. Denton County, closings down 13%. Tarrant County, closings down 23.1%, but active listings just down 7.7% from last year. Still a lot going on. Check out Rockwall. Rockwall's active listings were down 3.7%. That could happen in a normal year. 3.7% active listings. Now their closings were down, but 16.4%. Real estate is not down 60% in DFW. In fact, real estate is not down 44% in DFW. And just one more number, and I'm just gonna do Collin County because I'm kind of sick of reading off numbers from the computer. In Collin County, the difference between the price listed on a home as opposed to the price for the closing, what the buyer actually pays after it's all said and done, 98%. 98% difference across the board. Every one of these counties is considered a seller's market. They have under 6 months of inventory, and all but one has under 3 months of inventory. If you don't know what that means, if you're under 6 months of inventory, that's a seller's market. If you're over 6 months of inventory, it's a buyer's market. And it's a statistic we come up with by how many homes are on the market versus how many people are looking to buy. But needless to say, without getting into too much technical data, we can do that in another video. It is a seller's market in DFW right now based on actual real numbers that we have set in stone for the month of April. Real estate did not crash. Transactions are still happening. People are selling their homes. A lot of people are still moving here. Companies are still moving here and announcing they're moving here to DFW. I really like where real estate is positioned now to be that resilient in the middle of all the stay-at-home orders. Now that the state is opening up, if you're a seller, you should be pretty excited about what you just saw. Many of you have seen news reports, or you've read an article about how difficult it is going to be to get a loan and how hard it's going to be and how much money you're going to have to come up with and all these other things. You need to talk to a lender. The bottom line is that regardless of what you've heard, I've talked to a lot of lenders that are doing tons of business right now. Sure, some of the jumbo loan programs for some luxury homes may require a bigger down payment. First-time home buyer programs or down payment assistance programs may have made some changes. These programs are all still available. The April numbers in real estate were not anything near the doom and gloom that was predicted. And I am not hearing the same doom and gloom from mortgage lenders either. Finally, let's talk about safety. Sellers, some of you are a little concerned about strangers coming into your home. Buyers, you're a little concerned about walking into someone else's home. We now have the tools to do virtual showings, virtual open houses. I work with some of the best photographers in all of DFW for real estate. In fact, for some homes, we can do a 360 tour on the house through images similar to what you see on like the Street View in Google Maps. It's fantastic. If you're not comfortable having an open house, well, we can just live stream from the house. Or not, if you don't want us to. For buyers, we take a long look at what we see online, and instead of visiting 10 houses, maybe we just visit your top 3. If you're local here in DFW, we would love to help you with your real estate needs, whether it's buying a home or selling a home. If you want to work with an expert in the market here in DFW, that's us. Whatever you need, we would like to help you with that. If you're outside our area or even outside our state, we will refer you to other agents for free. And I can talk to you about how you do that. There'll be a link down to our website. You can just give me a call or send us an email. If you're an agent that was let go and is otherwise out of the real estate business right now based on the pandemic, feel free to give us a call or shoot us an email. We'd love to help you get back in the game. We believe that our company is the best way to do that. That's why we're with Keller Williams. We can go anywhere we want, anytime. But we choose to stay here because of the preparations and the tools that they give to us and the training. We would love to help extend that to you, but just give us a call. Hey, thanks for watching. We would love to have you subscribe to our channel here on All Things DFW. We have a lot of updates on real estate and everything else that happens in DFW. Everywhere to go as businesses are opening up. We'll tell you about the best restaurants, places to go hang out. All the topics that we hit on will be in the links below. There will be a link to our real estate business website, as well as a link to this article that will feature this, not only this video, but links to all of the resources and to the other things that I referenced. I'm Daniel Burke. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.